G'day again from us sailing on Annecam. This episode, we leave Magnetic Island after we do some exploring and head further north. Before we start sailing north from Magnetic Island, we were told there are some magical trails that we just have to explore. So we jump in McKenna and head into the beach. We find the signpost that directs us to where the trail starts. Enjoy the walk. We sure did. Turns out we weren't the only silly ones to walk this trail on this day. It was very hot and the trail was very hard on the feet.
Waste another day, eyes on my display. You say we need a change and I feel that you mean it. You mean it, but you're so right. We're losing track of time, buying things online, and it's not like we need them.
The climb was definitely worth it. The views from up here were absolutely stunning.
Can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do.
And just as well, skin grows again, as I've left a little bit on some of the rocks. And we found this really nice fish and chip shop over here on Magnetic Island before we ducked back over to Townsville to reprovision Annecam, ready to sail north. We discovered that the Townsville Yacht Club has fast enough internet to load the last YouTube video. With our pink trolley in hand, this only means one thing: provisions from the local supermarket.
We were on the run, rocking around the clock. Now all we need is right here in front of us.
Now to get this lot back onto Annecam.
In front of us. So can we just slow down?
Our last supper in the yacht club before we head off. We cannot leave this place without one last ice cream. We say see you later to Townsville. We will be back. Annie goes forward to untangle one of the sheets off the foresail out from underneath McKenna. We make our way around the west side of Magnetic Island before we drop our anchor for the night in Horseshoe Bay. Early the next morning, we say see you later to Magnetic Island. See you later to Horseshoe Bay. We will be back. We set our course for the Palm group of islands.
Hello, dear.
Hello.
How are you going?
I'm going well. Standing up here on the bow, looking around.
With our floppy sails in the background?
Yes.
Because we haven't got much wind today and we're motor sailing along at a nice steady 5 knots. We pan around and we'll show you out past through the Coral Sea to Palm Island. Palm Island, we have in the middle of the channel that we're going to go through is Brisk Island. No, that's Eclipse Island, the little one, and the bigger one is Eclipse, and around here we have Havana Island. Havana, I wonder whether we can get our cigars from here. What are we looking for, dear?
Lie.
We make our way into Pioneer Bay on Orpheus Island. Just as the sun rose the next morning, we weighed anchor and got underway. It seemed like it took us forever to get past this massive jetty at Lucinda on the start of the Hinchinbrook Channel. It is 5.76 kilometres or 3.16 nautical miles long. And just check out this little red plastic boat. To start with, it was sitting not far from the port lateral mark, and that threw us well off course. We have just entered the Hinchinbrook Channel, with Hinchinbrook Island on our starboard side and mainland Australia on our port side. We have to motor through this section of water as it is very protected from the wind. It was amazing to see how the rainforest and the jungle grew right down to the high tide mark in this wet tropical area. We make a turn to starboard, a right-hand turn, to swing into the Paluma Creek, where we would anchor just inside the mouth for the night. And this is what we woke up to the very next morning. A total glass out. A word of advice though, bring plenty of midgie repellent with you.
Happy anniversary, darling.
Thank you, crazy man.
And where are we going?
We're going over there. Cardwell.
You whacker.
Because I'm going to buy a fridge magnet because I haven't got very many. I'll count them one day.
And?
What?
I don't know.
And? I don't know. I think that's it.
We are now anchored in the top of the Hinchinbrook Channel. Hinchinbrook Island over there. The bit of coast we'll be sailing up tomorrow. And we come around to mainland Australia, I should say Queensland, Australia, and Cardwell is the village we can see on the shoreline. We have left Hinchinbrook and we've finally found the trade winds and we're sailing up to Dunk Island. We have reduced sail, but we're sailing in about 15 to 20 knots. It's up and down like a bride's nightie. Talking about brides, guess what I found?
As we approach Dunk Island, Annie goes up on the foredeck to watch out for the bommies that are chartered and for the ones that are not chartered. We love Dunk Island. Sit back and enjoy the next few minutes.
Time for a love potion, a little sweet and spice. Throw it all in a cauldron, mix it up real nice. Fire in my eyes, stir counterclockwise. I dream of you all night. Feel with devotion, follow the signs. With this devotion, you will be all mine. I'm pulling you closer to me. You're finding it harder to breathe. The magic is taking over your mind entirely. I'm the only one that you see. I got what you want, what you need. Before you know it, you are falling in love with me. Little sweet spice. Made a love potion for you. Little sweet spice. Made a love potion for you. This is the moment. one drop on your lips and the spell will take effect. Under the moonlight, side, we're burning so bright.
What a fantastic little place for you.
It's pretty special.
Got a couple of little islands out there, not sure which ones they are. But mainland Australia, mate, is over there.
And there's coconuts up here that we can't get.
Way up that tree. Annie just won't climb it for me.
Before you know what you are falling deep in love with me. Made a love potion for you.
Sundowners, with the other cruisers that are anchored in the bay, and this is the first time we have met.
Love potion for you. Feel me, emotion. Follow the signs. With this love potion, you will be all mine.
We're on Little Mound Island.
Follow the signs. With this love potion, you will be all mine.
We found the coral rubble on some of the beaches here extremely hard on the feet.
Wouldn't we be better off to walk around that way?
Over all that broken coral. You're like Dr. Livingstone, dear. Walking through this jungle. That's not a sharp one, is it? Anyway, a little private nude beach. It's that nude, it's naked of people. Well, we say see you later to the beautiful little Dunk Island. And we're going to make our way across just past this next headland into Cairns Beach.
Speaking of Cairns Beach, we're trying to find the local pub where we've arranged to meet someone.
Hello, I'm Cam.
I'm Marianne, nice to meet you.
Hello, Miriam.
And Marianne, lovely to meet you.
Hello, young lady. Long time no see.
We had organised to meet up with Liz and her friend Marianne, as Liz and her husband Tim used to be neighbours of mine back in my old hometown of Clear Lake.
You can't not picture it. But where did we stay last night?
Bingle Bay.
Bingle Bay, just off Cairns Beach.
Lovely.
And who'd we see yesterday?
Tim and Liz Stevenson.
That's it, the Steve-Os. See you guys. See you later. We'll try and drop in on our way back south. We just frightened the ship out of our way. He was anchored right on our line. He lifted his anchor and he's bolting for port because Annecam's coming through. And the tugboat's going to start pushing him around. He's heading in for a load of sugar. Someone should tell him how bad that stuff is for him. Yeah. Well, we've just arrived and dropped our anchor behind High Island. Mainland Queensland, Australia over there. Still plenty of daylight. Up the coast there is Fitzroy Island. A couple of fishing trawlers camped alongside us. But they'll be out working tonight. And here's the beautiful little High Island.
After downloading the weather, we decided to push on into the evening, arriving after dark in Fitzroy Island. And we got underway again before the sun rose the next morning. We sail around Cape Grafton. They always say that timing is everything. As we were heading in towards Cairns, there was an armada of day tripper and tourist boats all coming out to meet us. The iconic Marlin Marina, where all the big boats go to play. This is the city of Cairns from the water.
You guys still here? Unreal. How about hitting the like and the subscribe? And we'll see you in the next video. Catcha.
In life, nothing is to be feared. It is only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more, so that we may fear less. Cheers from us sailing on Annecam.
Do that again, just for the blooper.
All around the globe, trying to protect your soul.